Hi and welcome back to my page. Thank you guys for taking the time just to check in. Today I'd like to talk about this little box set. Now this is a box set of EPs from around the world from 2001. Now this is a mint copy. It was sealed. I don't keep anything sealed though. I play them and enjoy them. I figure if I'm buying them for a reason to listen to the music and to enjoy them. If I don't unseal them and I pass away, well then someone else is going to enjoy what I purchased and I've missed out. So that's why I open them up. That's the back there. I'll just hold that a little bit closer. Sorry about the glare. It's not the best. It's probably a little bit better. You can always pause it anyway and zoom in. But let's get started. Let's see what's in this. Comes off the top. I'm not sure if this is still available. I haven't seen it advertised for a wee while, or anywhere else. So yeah, if you've seen it, let me know. The first EP, obviously these are all reproductions. Lummy Tender from the UK. Just the beautiful reproductions of the originals, basically. Black label. Even though this one came out on the HMV. It's amazing what you can get away with later on. Rock and Roll, love that cover. Now this is an Italian copy. Never seen this out in the wild. I don't know if it's readily available. It's probably like anything, you can pick them up on eBay if you wait long enough. The next one, another Italian. I think we all know that cover. Again, I won't show you the label. They're all black ones. And then next we have nice, really nice. And actually, sorry, I made a bit of a muck up, folks. That one there is actually German, not Italian, German. The back cover of that. They were great little advertisements, weren't they, really? Because I think there wasn't really a country that didn't put on the back of their EPs, as they seem talking about EPs, of what they've got to, what they've released. So if you're ever in doubt, you can just pick up one of their EPs and go, oh yeah, no, they did. Yeah, sweet. Right, this one, I'm sure everyone's seen a copy of this. This is from Japan. Now, I will just check this one because this originally, no, RCA Victor. This one originally, I'm pretty sure, would have come out on the blue label. Now, this one I love the front cover. I'd love to find an original of this one. This is from Spain. All these are mint, never been played, because as I said at the beginning, it was a sealed box when I got it. Loving You Volume 1 from Australia. You can still get your hands on an original on this, pretty easy. This is pretty stock standard. There's that one plus there's volume 2 that you can get. Yeah, pretty easy. This one, Iran. I've actually got an original of this one back at home packed up. This is from New Zealand. And again, I've got an original of this one packed up. I also do have one of these back home. I guess it's pretty common with some of these box sets. People get them and then they tend to sell off the records. So you can get a lot of these, separately, which I think is a shame because you don't know the history. It's a box set. I mean, I've got a couple of records here now that came in the box set. I had no idea, but because people have sold them off as individual ones, probably to make more money, I don't know. But you know, I'd rather just have the whole box set. You know, you get these individual ones and you've got no idea about them. Okay, it's Paradise Hawaiian style. This is France, and this is another example. This has been released, you know, sold off as a separate. You know, that one has, you know, and I'm sure there's other ones. I just haven't seen them yet. That's all. But yeah. And this is the last one. This is the USA, perfect for parties. Yeah, just on the ordinary. You know, so I mean, it's a fairly, you know, decent sort of box set. How many actually is there in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I thought there was 11. 11. And also with it, which I think is quite good, you get a nice little fold up poster. And I'll just see how good I can show you this. This is the poster. I believe that's a 57 shot. That could even been in Canada, to be honest. And then on the back side of it, just trying to hold the glare a little bit. Okay, you get a bit of a few pictures of what was released around the early 2000s there. Obviously all released before 2001. So all in all, it's not a bad little package. I haven't actually played any of them at the moment because I haven't had time. I've only had it a few months, which sounds bad, but yeah. I think it's just beautiful. I actually consider it to be a follow-up to almost a follow-up to these two. I know there's quite a few years between them, 20 to be honest, but I sort of have always, you know, sort of looked at that as a bit of a follow-up of it. But beautiful set. I know the States, you know, back in '85 they put out the two gold label box sets. I haven't got those here, but I'm sure there's been a few more. I wouldn't object if Sony actually put out a few more of these, maybe with different, you know, track listings and that, different covers, something like that. I don't know, but just, you know, I think they're a neat little set. Very hard to find. I haven't seen another one of these online. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I don't think it was that much. I think postage might have actually been more, to be honest. Yeah, so that's, I don't think I've got anything else new at the moment. I'm just one thing I will just put out. Now, we all know this. Okay, now this is actually a spare, this is in mint condition. This is actually a spare set that I have. It comes with that. It comes with that. That's the cover for the EP that comes with it. That is the EP. I mean, look at that. Wow. That's very, very bright. Now this is not been played. This is mint. Okay, I've got the full set with the 5 Sun singles as well. If anyone's looking for, you know, they got part of it, because again, someone has decided to sell off part of it. I guess trying to maximise the amount of money they can make, which I think is a real shame. But if you can see there, you know, it's sorry about me. Oh, let's put the lid on around the wrong way. Okay, and You know, it is in good condition, mint condition. If anyone's interested in it, if they've got the other singles and they're looking, they didn't get this part, didn't get the EP, whatever, if you drop me a line in the comments with how much you're willing to pay, obviously there'll be postage on top of it. But yeah, I'm going to flick this off because I've got the full set, you know, and that came with the, you know, the little badge, the two Sun postcards, and of course the records. So like I said, if you're interested, drop me a line and we can go from there. But hey, thank you guys for checking in. I just thought I'd do a quick one. I love that box set. And as far as I'm concerned, they could do a volume 2, volume 3, volume 4 of it, because let's face it, there's heaps around the world, and you're not going to get everything, you know. So getting a box set like that with reissues in it, in some cases is closest. But yeah, so that's it for today. Have a good weekend. Look forward to work on Monday, like yes, like everyone does. Nothing. Mondays don't change no matter where you are in the world. And yeah, keep an eye out, and thank you for looking. We'll catch you later. Thank you. Bye.